dailykin.com.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're talking about something you see constantly in movies, ads, social media, and honestly, in real life too. White women developing serious romantic attraction to black men. This isn't just a fringe thing. It shows up across every level of society. And media has been pushing this image hard for decades. But when you look at what actually happens long term, the numbers tell a very different story. So today, we're going to break down the real divorce statistics on interracial marriages, especially the black male, white female combination, and ask the uncomfortable question: why does this pairing keep showing up as the riskiest one in the data? First, we'll look at same-race baselines for comparison as a baseline. Second, we'll rank interracial pairings by divorce likelihood. Finally, we'll consider factors that influence interracial marriage stability. Let's get into it. Before we even touch interracial couples, let's look at how same-race marriages perform, because not every racial group has the same baseline stability. From U.S. national surveys, American Community Survey, National Survey of Family Growth, and others, East Asian couples, Asian, have the lowest divorce rates in the country by a pretty wide margin. They're the most stable group overall. White couples are in the middle, moderate risk, the standard benchmark most studies use. Black couples have the highest divorce rates among major racial groups. So right out of the gate, group-level patterns matter a lot. When you mix races, those baseline tendencies don't just disappear. Now let's layer in the interracial pairings. Overall, interracial marriages have roughly a 41% chance of ending in divorce or separation within 10 years. Same-race marriages sit around 31%. But it's not random. The risk depends heavily on which races are involved, and crucially, which direction the gender goes. Here's the approximate ranking from highest divorce likelihood to lowest, based on multiple studies. 1. White woman plus black man. This consistently shows the highest risk. Some analyses put the divorce rate at roughly double that of white couples by the 10-year mark. 2. White woman's Asian man. Still above average risk. Higher than white, but usually not quite as bad as the black male pairing. 3. Black woman, white man. This one often lands near average, sometimes even lower than white. A few older data sets showed up to 44% lower risk in certain groups. 4. White man plus East Asian woman. One of the most stable interracial combinations, frequently performs as well as or better than white marriages, largely because of the extremely low baseline divorce rate among East Asians. For quick reference, here's how it all stacks up, including same-race baselines. You can see the pattern. When the woman is white and the man is non-white, especially black, the statistical risk jumps significantly. Flip the gender direction, and things usually stabilize. So, why? Researchers point to several factors, and almost none of them are about inherent compatibility. First, homophily. That's just a fancy word for people like people who are like them. Shared culture, values, upbringing, social circles. When those things line up, marriages tend to last longer. Second, socioeconomic gaps. Higher education and income strongly predict marital stability across every combination. When those are unequal, pressure builds. Third, external stress. Family disapproval, friends pulling away, public stares, discrimination. Some pairings face way more of this than others. Fourth, group divorce baselines. If one partner comes from a very low divorce population, East Asians especially, the couple often inherits some of that stability. And fifth, gender and cultural norms. Society, even today, tends to accept white men marrying non-white women more easily than the reverse. That difference in social approval shows up in the numbers. There are also real-world behavioral patterns I've observed over decades. Higher impulsivity, quicker tempers. Things you see repeatedly if you live in the real world long enough. No massive peer-reviewed dataset tags every individual the same way, but the trends are hard to miss. And hey, sometimes I make mistakes. If you hear something I overlooked, let me know. I'll pin corrections to serious errors. Here's the bottom line. Interracial relationships are not doomed. Some combinations, especially white man/East Asian woman, are among the most stable in the country. But statistically, as a category, interracial marriages carry higher risk than same-race ones. And the white female-black male pairing has consistently shown the highest divorce likelihood in study after study. Of course, individual couples can beat the odds. I saw it myself during my 12 years as a pastor. I watched black male, white female marriages that worked beautifully, and white male, Asian female ones that were rock solid. Statistics are not destiny, they're probabilities. But if we're being honest about the data, if we're looking for the combination that gives you the best statistical shot at a lifelong marriage, same-race pairings, especially Asian-Asian or white-white, still come out on top. That's what the numbers say. What do you think? Have you seen these patterns play out in real life? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this video made you think differently, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.